We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Okay. Oh, yes, bitches.
Can you see?
Pop, 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 pop. It's our 4th of July, nothing sacred special, if you want to call it that.
Special, yes. It's called the 4th of July Raid Special. And Raid stands for Reason America is Doomed.
Yeah.
I've been saying that since the STEM days, since the shit that irks me days, like early 2000s.
Man.
And my whole analogy back, by the way, I'm Cruise Control.
Oh, and I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And it is July 4th, 2024. And because I remember, because back then, man, and I've always said this for years and years, it's like watching a house deteriorate slowly.
Right.
But as it goes on, it starts getting faster and faster in its deterioration. It's like you see things. Now we're seeing shit falling off the walls and ceilings. You might walk into a room and something falls on your head from the ceiling. It breaks
big
off.
chunk of sheetrock,
plaster, sheetrock or some shit like that. So anyway, we decided to do a show. We're all just chilling here.
It's fucking hot here, by the way.
Hot
man. We were
as
just
fuck
talking about
everywhere.
That. Yeah, pretty much. I think it's like the whole West Coast, is it, or is the whole country?
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me check something real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's the whole country, man. That everybody or something.
I'm curious if you can hear me from back here.
I can actually.
Wow. Okay, because I'm just checking I'm walking around my room now.
Okay.
And it's 78 degrees in my apartment. I don't have AC.
Motherfucker.
And I've got 2 fans on. And it's 90 degrees or 89 right now. It's supposed to be 93 today and get up to like 101 tomorrow, 105 on Saturday.
Shit. So, here it's like
all my winter's enclosed. Yeah. What 110?
110, 111, something like that. I don't even want to take the trash out, man. It's fucking hot, dude. It's like, ugh. So you're looking up Vegas. I'm in the other
110.
room. 110. Yep, that's what it is. Yay.
110 degrees, and it's supposed to get up to 113, 114, 116 on Saturday, 118 degrees on Sunday. No fucking way.
Motherfucker. Oh, Jesus.
118 on Sunday. Yeah, dude.
Staying inside. I'm staying inside.
117 Monday, 118 Tuesday. Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's raging. So
let's see mine. Hold on.
Yours is probably gonna be you're in probably the 90s or something.
We're at 86 right now. It's 93 today, 101 tomorrow, 103 Saturday, 102 Sunday, 101 Monday, 102 Tuesday. And the thing about this weather here, especially when you don't have an air conditioning, is that it builds. So like the first day it's not as hot. Like yesterday it was like 85.
Right.
And it got warm in here because I know even with my air, I've got to circulate it and fans and stuff like that.
Right.
It got warm in here, but the nights don't get as cool each night. So the next day it starts out a little bit warmer in the morning. So then it gets a little bit warmer during the day here, and especially because it's gonna be more hotter than it was yesterday. So by Sunday and Monday, my place is gonna be fucking uncomfortable the whole goddamn time.
Jesus. So
even like 2 in the morning, it's gonna be like 75.
Right. You're still going to be kind of hot, sweaty and just fuck this.
I mean, I've got ways of taking care of it, but I'm going to be going over to some friends. And yeah.
Wow. Well, here's something for your Reason America's Doomed shit, talking about internet attention whores, like people on Facebook that are always trying to get prayers for this and prayers for that. So, and this is kind of a butt plug too, I guess, in a way. So Ryan, who's Leopard's husband, turned me on the show called Web of Lies, which apparently it's been on since like 2014, but they're real stories that happen, that kind of originate around the internet somewhere, like people meeting online stalkers or kids fucking getting, picked up by sex offenders and all this other shit.
Yeah. All the sick shit you like normally.
Yes. All my usual sick shit, so it's totally my kind of show. So anyway, the one I saw today was this woman. I guess she worked at a daycare, and she was probably, I would guess, in her 20s. And I guess she eventually had a kid and this kid was having all kinds of health problems. So she told one of her friends, "Oh, the reason this kid's having all these health problems is because my dad used to sexually abuse me, and he still sexually abuses me." And they had like this, her and her dad had this weird relationship apparently. Well, then she's posting all this weird shit online, trying to get sympathy about the kid's health and whatever. Anyway, it turns out she's the one she's the one who poisoned her kid. And just, it's kind of like a Munchausen thing that now takes to the internet, just so she could get sympathy from people. Oh, his health is getting worse, and all that kind of shit. So,
well, it's the same. It's definitely part of the narcissistic attention, because remember, attention is currency now. The more attention you get, the more money you can get, and the more fame you can get, and any attention is better than no attention.
Right. Regardless of what it is.
Yeah, and to a lot of these people, because of narcissism, people are objects to a lot of these narcissistic people, and that's coming more and more. People are a means to an end, and even their kids are.
Oh, totally.
That's why you've got these kids, these parents that have like 4 kids that are trans. All my kids are trans. Like, no, they aren't. It's almost statistically impossible.
Right.
But
right. Yeah. See,
but they do it because they can make their kids victims. They can be the ones, I'm raising a trans child, or I'm raising a sick child. Oh my God, I'm dealing with such hardship.
Well, I used to date somebody that was doing that shit. Remember, my son is gay. Remember how much he flaunted that around?
Yeah, and it was about, I've got to deal with all this, and my son is so special. And also, it makes your kid special. And it's not about the kid. It's not about the kid being special. It's about you being special for having the special kid.
Right.
My loins came this child, or my child is ADHD and bipolar and autistic, and it's like,
Yeah, like this kid came out of me. You see, I have those genes,
and so they poison their kids so that they can back up their lives. It's batshit crazy, but it's the way shit's working.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, dude, it was a fucked up story, and I guess she's telling people that her dad molested her, and that's the reason why the kid has health problems. And then she's on the internet like detailing
how is that even make sense though? How is her dad molesting her causing her son health problems?
Oh, because the kid's inbred kind of thing.
Oh, fuck.
right. That's the whole thing, like the inbreeding thing that she was trying to create. That it turns out the kid was actually a neighbor's kid, and she told the neighbor guy, "Oh, it's not your kid."
Of course, because but remember, it's probably all the men's fault in her life. I'm sure she does that too. Lemon on the.
I don't know. It wasn't really that. It was more centered around the kid, and how she
was
trying to
probably
find a better
not.
life.
It's probably not her fault though. It probably is her father's fault.
Oh, in some way, yeah. He molested her when she was little.
It can't be her fault. It's going to be somebody else's fault who takes more responsibility. That's the thing. It's a victim chain. Whose fault is it? Well, it's not their. It can't be their fault specifically. It's got to be someone else's fault.
Yeah, someone else did.
Now, if it were a dude, it'd be definitely all their fault.
Oh, totally, totally.
So, and that's why this chick thinks she can do it, probably because this is batshit. Like, oh, my father molested me. It's my father's kid.
Yeah, that's why he has all the health problems. The kid winds up dying, by the way, and then it turns into a murder case because his sodium levels were just crazy, insane, out of control. So, and then I guess she told a neighbor to go get the feeding bag out of there. The kid was put on a feeding tube at one point. So, yeah, dude,
it's just fucking ridiculous. That's so sick, man.
Oh yeah, dude. There's some. I told you, man. It's. I'm on season 3. I've been binge watching the fuck out of it, dude. That's not the only. There's all kind. They're all different stories. Obviously, every episode is.
Yeah, I can't do that shit. I mean, that depresses the shit out of me. I'm like, I'd rather I know about it, and that's all I need to do is know about it.
See, you know what? That's how I feel. Like you're very wrapped. Politics and current events and shit. Where that depresses the shit out of me. Like I don't want anything to do with any of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. See, I do that though to be ready to know what's going on if some crazy shit happens.
Yeah. Well, I understand your reasoning for it. Obviously.
But speaking of politics, it's the same shit in politics. It's the same victim shit. It's the same.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, the trans stuff where they're making their kids wear dresses and shit and saying that they're girls, and their kids are doing it because they want approval from their parents, and they're brought up in this celebrity lifestyle. But that's the way it is with politics too. Like in other ways, like racial shit, just the Democrat Republican shit. Like look at me, look at me. I'm fucking I'm so virtual. I'm so good. I'm such a good person, and you're not.
Yeah. Look what I've done for these people, and this and that.
My new favorite one is, oh God, humans are so stupid. And I'm like, so you're stupid? Well, no, not me. I'm not stupid. It's everybody else who's stupid.
The one I hear a lot is I hate people. I hear that a lot from several people. They'll say shit like that. So it's like, okay, yeah, whatever.
You hate people, yet you're on social media all the time trying to get approval from them. Yeah,
right. Exactly. That's another thing. Yeah, yeah. Well, even a close friend of ours, loves to. I mean, talks about, if it wasn't for your posts and some other things, I really wouldn't be on here. It's like, well, you obviously motherfucker, you comment on my shit before I even post it. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, dude. I'll post something and not a minute later, and I check and he's already commented, and I'm like, oh, okay. So
yeah, that's funny. Like people do that too. Like I'm not. You're being addicted to stuff, and you're like, you're the one who's addicted.
Right.
You're the one. I'm leaving this. I'm leaving Twitter. I'm leaving Facebook. I'm done. And it's like, you really? You post every day. You're gonna be done? No, I'm the one who's not. I don't post at all, and I'm not done.
Exactly. I just jump in there
posting,
once in a while.
Yeah. You want attention. I'm leaving. I'm not talking to you anymore. Yeah, that kind of attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I'm not doing this. I'm done. It's like everything's led by. There's a couple things that are wrong with the country and the world in general, especially Western society. Is that we all want attention. We're all, because that's the commodity now. That like Facebook likes, influencers, likes on social media, videos. We all want attention. Even us, we want attention. That's why we're doing this. We do it for ourselves, but we also want to get our shit out there because we want attention. We want the feedback.
Outlet. Yeah. See if somebody says something.
And there's nothing wrong with that. If you know what it is, just like music or anything else, you want to be, we all got a little bit of that narco thing going on where we want the attention to be up on stage or to be in front of people or in your case to piss people off.
Right.
Like that's part of it too. Like you're not doing it for yourself though. You're doing it for yourself, but you're doing it because you want the feedback. You want no matter the attention. You're like, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna tell this bitch. I'm gonna shit on this bitch's face and whatever.
I've never shit on anyone's face, by the way. Just
no, you're right. Shit on a desk. Or metaphorically speaking.
Yes, I know what you're saying though. Just to trigger off some kind of reaction somewhere.
Yeah, you're trying to get a reaction. You even do it with our guests sometimes. You're like, hey, remember in 1935 when you fucking shit on Napalm's fucking doorstep and D-Lo G got pissed off and you had that gang war and they're like, I don't want to talk about that shit. We're good now, man. No, we're good, man. He cleaned that shit up off his porch now. We're good, man. We don't rip on each other anymore, man. We did a collab, dude.
Well, those are things I'm interested in, though.
And you're like, but didn't in that collab you and him got in a fist fight, man? Shut up, man.
It's never gotten that bad. God damn it.
I said I know, man.
But I know what you're saying. I do have that, but I like to ask the difficult questions. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm interested.
You like the controversy and that kind of stuff. That's why you like the But anyways, going back to what I was saying, part of that's the attention.
Right.
Now, the thing that we differ on with a lot of people is that everyone's ruled by emotions now. You're supposed to let your emotions, oh my God, I feel bad. Right. I feel bad, so therefore I'm entitled to your apology because you did something that made me feel bad. Even though you didn't do it to make me feel bad intentionally, it still hurt my feelings. Therefore, you're still responsible because you made me feel bad. Instead of it being the person going, well, something made me feel bad. But it's still me making myself feel bad. No, it's you. It's everyone else. You're not in control of your emotions.
Yeah, something you're out of whack there.
That's why you got all these people that making excuses. I had a breakdown. It's not my fault. It's my ADHD. It's my this. It's my that. Instead of being like, yeah, I fucked up. I used my emotions instead of actually thinking something through and just went on impulse. And just now reacted. I've got myself in a shithole. But still, I'm validated. That's why they talk about validation.
No responsibility for anything, basically. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. I can't.
That's part of it. That's part of it. Plus, like I said, you get more attention being a victim.
Oh yeah,
and you don't have to, like you said, you don't have to worry about being responsible, so you don't have to feel the shame. Because if you're not responsible, you're not guilty or you don't feel shame. So you don't have to have those negative feelings. So in order to remove those, you blame somebody else. Yeah, it's not my fault. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Well, and the other thing is the Burger King, and I think corporate America has created this shit. The Burger King Society, have it your way. Even getting on Zoom now, there's all these new things and make your meetings more comfortable and do this and do that. And it's like, man, we don't need all these extra options, man. What's all this extra shit? To me, it just clutters up everything.
Well, everybody wants to be able to do things exactly as they want to.
Well, but
I mean, with a Big Mac and a Whopper costing $18 for
you figure I'm going to do everything
they better let me have it my way. But no, but I get what you're saying. It's the entitlement syndrome.
Yeah. Oh, I should have this. I should. Well, even today, I paused my TV for a second. I was making a phone call or whatever the fuck it was. And then when I try to unpause, it's all of a sudden trying to sell me some fucking, some app for save your photos all in one convenient place. And I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want this. Why is this popping up on my TV?
Oh, because they don't care. You're not a person. Remember that.
Yeah. You're a number, a commodity.
Yep. And that's the way. And the scary part is it used to be that was only corporations that thought that. Now
you got people that think that
individuals think that too. Oh, it's just a fucking you're just a number. You're not really a person out there.
Right.
And
right.
The scary part is that a lot of them aren't people. There are a lot of bots out that are auto fucking replying to shit,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's great. That's wonderful. And you're like, what the and they're not even real people. So you don't even know who's fucking real out there. So no one believes anybody's real. No one believes the real people even matter because they can watch. And that's the thing. You can turn on a video right now and you can watch somebody getting killed. Like, I'm sure you've done that too, right? Like, video of man gets shot and killed on video.
That's my YouTube diet.
So how many people have you seen get shot and killed just listening or watching a video?
Oh, bunch.
Like hearing the actual sounds of the guy going,
the guy's actually making noises going, ooh, ooh, after he's been shot,
Well, guess what? You just experienced the same thing you'd experience in real life. So most people, you've seen people, so that desensitizes you. So now you're desensitized from people being shot and killed. So you could be like, I don't give a shit.
Isn't that crazy?
These fucking people.
Damn, that's fucked up, dude.
it's your porn, basically. And the same thing happens with porn. Is that what it does? It gives you a little dopamine rush. Oh shit, he's got shot, and you hear him and you knew it was real because it was actually filmed. So it's not a fucking fake thing.
Right. This really happened.
This fucker really died.
Right.
That his fucking bleeding out in this video, and you're like, damn, I wish I could see his blood everywhere. But you can hear it. You hear him going,
hear him making sounds, and
you hear the gunshots, bah, bah, and you hear the other people screaming in the background.
Yep.
And then fucking everyone's screaming. You hear all that shit. You're going,
well, I'm going, oh shit, damn, oh wow.
But no, part of you is you got a little hard on, a little, yeah. That's why you do it all the time, man. That's why you watch that shit all the time.
I'm just a twisted motherfucker, man. Just no,
we're all twisted. I fucking destroy I kill people all the time, dude. I kill people in games. I chop up shit all the time. Blood everywhere. Fucking, I make myself better at killing people all the time.
Yeah, that's a video game though, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, if a person really got killed in front of you, I think it would fuck you up. Same with me.
If it happened with you too, but still, you're definitely more desensitized to that.
No question.
You look forward to that, so you're basically getting a secondhand view because it's almost the same as if it happened outside your window.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I'm just
because
watching
you're kind of safe. Like maybe outside your window would be oh shit, but you're still kind of safe.
Right, I'm okay. Yeah,
because you're in your house, and unless they start shooting through your window, then they're nothing's gonna fuck with you.
Right, exactly.
So, but that's funny. You get that adrenaline rush from it. It's like people with porn. It's like we're desensitized to everything. So now you're desensitized to individuals. Now it's like, oh man, you don't give a shit about that person who died. You just want to hear it, see it.
Well, yeah, I don't know that person.
You're not going, oh no, man, somebody just died. I'd be like, oh man, I could just think about how the other people felt around him when he was dying, and so it makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't want to see. I've tried watching that shit, and I'm like, I don't want any part of this shit, man. Well, you're like, I don't give a shit. Who's gonna die? Ooh, 8 people die in this one. Oh, dude, school shooting video. Yeah, yeah, dude. Let's. Oh, it's got audios. The school shooter had a microphone on him.
Oh, I've watched that too, where people live stream their fucking car chases and stuff.
And you're like, yeah. You're not like, oh, that's fucked up. You're like, oh, dude, 8 people dead.
Oh, I get that little
dude.
jolt in my stomach, dude. Like, oh shit, oh shit. Oh,
yeah, yeah.
So
yeah, it's just like seeing like it's the same thing, different chemicals, but similar thing to going, oh, this chick gets rammed by 8 dudes in one night. Oh, dude, she's hot, dude. I'm gonna watch this, dude.
Right.
You know. And it's like the only thing is you're not jacking off, but you are. It's just in your brain.
Okay. Going, it's mental masturbation, huh?
Yeah. We all got that shit though. But I guess what
that's true.
The whole world is. That's the whole world. You can see that at any time.
Well, it's like the same way people like to watch news to get enraged about shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that too. My bro's that way.
Yeah, it's emotion, and it makes you feel good because it's anger, but it's not just anger; it's self-righteous anger.
God damn those people!
Those people. I don't think that way. Like I said, those people humanity's so stupid, but not me or anybody I approve of and don't think is stupid. Just white people suck, but you're white. Yeah, but I'm not talking about me. I'm part of the other white people. I'm talking about all the other low-level white people. I understand my privilege. I'm better. I understand that I understand
my privilege.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's the sin. I understand that I'm a sinner. It's like Jesus, you know.
Oh yeah. Hey, Jesus sinned. What the fuck?
But yeah, it's the self-righteous shit. Like, oh yes, I'm so enraged by this. How could these people do this? I'm glad I'm not like that.
Right.
You know?
Right. Exactly. Man. Actually, speaking of judging people, I want to bring this up too. This is kind of the main reason I wanted to do the show, actually, is, I used to make fun of dudes, when they would say things like, hey, man, I got a stripper's phone number. And you're just like, oh, yeah, dude, she just wants you for the money. What the fuck, But you know what? If you're getting what you want out of my attitude of this has changed, actually, because, my buddy of mine who died, he was big into that. He was always talking about, I want to go out to the, whatever it is, the chicken ranch or the bunny ranch or whatever and do this. And I never was into that either, just because it's too robotic. You know what I'm saying? It's not real.
Well, part of your deal is the achievement of getting somebody that you like in the sack. It's part of it too.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody that I wanted to be with,
because anybody could do that. Anybody could just pay for it, So, but if you don't want to do that, because that's part of the whole process, is that moment where you're like, yeah,
Right.
And that's a good thing, because you also have protests in a way, like, dude, I'm not just gonna fuck. She's been with 80 fucking people today. Yeah, you said mechanical.
Yeah, too mechanical. It's like now, but I could see, like, some certain guys, they pay for videos or something. There's creators that do customs and things like that. And they pay for, so which is okay, man, because everything's still on the up and up. The girl, the creator's getting what she wants. The guy's getting his jackums. So it's really actually not that bad. I mean, it's better than, because look, man, we're almost in our 50s, bro. This whole, when people try to tell us, oh, she's out there, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna just try to get my jackums when I can, where I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, I totally get it, and I understand it. And everybody else, and that's fine with me too. It's your life and your responsibility.
Yeah.
And the great thing about that is that we don't care. Like, you can do what you want in your spare time. My problem is when these motherfuckers think that I need to love that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do with your time and because there's nothing different than that and with any of the sexualities.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's like, you like feet. Like, we talked about this plenty of times before, where it's like, I don't give a flying fuck. It's when people go, dude, oh man, you're absolutely right. When people go, oh, you're a fucking chump. Like, I think people that pay for those videos, like, I'm like, I'm trying to do the same thing, not look down on them too much.
Right.
But it's their money, their lives. But don't expect me to like it, though. Don't expect me to be like, yeah, dude, you're awesome, dude. Yeah, get that OnlyFans chick, man. Yeah, you go on OnlyFans and spend all your money on that. It's like these fuckers that spend money on Patreons for these people on YouTube. Like, I don't know if I could.
I've done that. Actually, there's been a few cop channels that have moved to YouTube. One of the Predator Catcher channels actually was wound up on Patreon.
Yeah, and I've done it with games too. I do it with games a lot.
Yeah,
so I guess I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
But there's the ones that do the chats where you're online, and if you got to pay them money to get your chat on their show. Like,
Oh,
and that's
oh, the
fine. Like I
super
said,
chat thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
super
yeah.
chat, and they can do that. But I'm like, I'm not
No,
fucking
I'm
paying
not paying for
millions.
that. Fuck that.
No,
That's
but if
just
I
not.
like somebody like that's like paying for uh it's paying for a content. It's paying for a service. You're basically
Yeah,
paying them to be able for them to use the cameras and to get out on their things and do what they're doing with the video and the time they're taking to do it.
absolutely, absolutely. And
Yeah,
that's the thing. So you're paying for that, and they're getting what they want. You're getting what you want.
yeah. I do the same
So
thing with games. I buy games all the time that are called early access games,
yeah,
and they're basically not done yet, but they're indie developers that don't have a lot of money to develop the game, so they put a premise out there like, this game's about this, and you can do this. You're like, and you can play it while developing it, so you buy it for early, and it's
mhm.
buggy as shit and not complete. And
Oh, but you wanted to get the first dibs at it, so you're like,
yeah,
oh,
you,
let's
you
try
want
it.
to play it because you like it, plus you want to support the devs so they can make the full game, because otherwise they don't have enough money to make the game that they want to make. And you're like, I want to play that kind of shit. I want to play a dungeon crawler with with skill trees and lots of loot and just different ways, that kind of stuff. So
Right,
it's the
right.
same thing. You're supporting them, the content that you want.
Yeah, exactly. I want the
Yeah.
special content, and but it's not a bad thing. People would say, well, why don't you just go get a girlfriend? Dude, I'm kind of tired of all that bullshit, man. Honestly, I don't want to play the game, and that's the thing. The relationships are all fucking head
Well,
games and
even
dumb
even
shit.
that concept, go out and get a girlfriend. Like what? I'm going out to get a computer, a Sony PlayStation. What the fuck do you
Right.
want me to do, man? I want to meet somebody who makes me just spark. Like I want to meet somebody like the turkey
And
and
Shane, we got
Ranger.
to give him a
Yeah,
name,
Shane.
man. We got to give
Yeah,
him a name sometime.
yeah, uh, yeah.
Actually,
So go ahead.
oh, I said we can't name him though because we're not authorized to name them in.
No, no,
so,
no. But
so,
well, I mean, if we give him a nickname like Ranger Danger or something like that,
oh yeah, well that's Christian,
yeah, I know.
his brother. I already
Yeah,
got him. But anyway,
that's my point. Like we can give him a name like that, like something like or I'll have to think
Insane
of one
Shane
for
or
him.
something like that. Whatever.
No, he's yeah.
Oh, I know, but I'm
Uh,
just saying, I'm just pulling something out of my ass. but anyway, no, it's just somebody that you're juiced off. Like, hey man,
yeah,
fuck.
you just want to spend all your time with, and you just know that this is a person that you want. I know that's so romantic, and you're not gonna get that. Well, then I don't care. Then
Right, exactly.
I don't
It's
give a
like,
shit. Then
well,
I
if
don't
I'm
want to
not
deal
gonna
with
get it,
anything
then
else.
fuck it.
Yeah,
What's the point? But
because
I
that's
guess
the thing. We could go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, but that's the thing. I used to get on my buddy because he had his what he used to call his $100 honey, and I'm like, oh man, why are you doing that, man? Why, But then now I think about it, I'm like, hey, you know what? She was getting what she wanted. He was getting what he wanted. It was all on the up and up. There was no bullshit. There was no head games.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually okay.
Yeah,
you know?
and if that's really what they wanted, then great. And if it's not, then that's their fucking problem to deal with it and find what they really want.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there are people out there that are doing that because they really want a relationship and that's all they can do.
Right.
And
Right.
that's fine with them too. But they're also, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
figure out how you want it. Like because that's the thing. You got to come to terms with that shit. Especially like you said, especially with us being older, man, dude. And it's so fucking hard to meet because the problem with older women too is that they're as damaged as we are.
Yeah, exactly.
They're as fucked up as we are. So
Or
like,
what are you gonna do? Go get a younger chick, and go through that bullshit? Yeah, no,
yeah,
no, I'm
because
good.
that's another thing that I fucking hate, dude. I hate the dudes my age, our age, going, yeah, these bitches, they're all fucked up, man. They got baggage. I'm like, dude, look in the
Yeah,
fucking mirror, bro.
yeah,
You
you
don't
got
think you
baggage
got
too,
as
homie.
you don't think you have as much baggage as any of these people you're complaining about? Bullshit.
Right, you're
Bullshit.
damaged goods, buddy.
We're all damaged goods, man. We're fucking
Yeah,
almost 50. We've been through this shit. We had
yep,
people die. We've had people break our hearts. We've had
yeah.
fucked up shit happen to us that changes our mentalities. We're all fucking broken, dude, in some ways.
Oh
So
yeah,
and that's the thing. You got to find people that are broke. That's the hardest thing while you're getting older, is because you got to find people that are broken in ways that you don't mind. That
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
either compliment you or that you're like, oh, that's cute. I like that. I like how you're broken.
I like your brokenness.
I like your broken parts too. It's
Yeah, well, it's all on what works for you and what you're feeling, and you're just like, okay, hey, that's good, man.
Now, that being said, that doesn't mean there aren't trends. It doesn't mean there aren't fucking trends of fucking batshit crazy women and what they expect from us. Like they expect us to treat them like they're 20 when they're 50. I'm like, nope.
Oh yeah, well that's a whole. There we go. There's part of that relationship shit again. Where it's like, no, I don't want to deal with that. A lot of this stuff is like, I don't really want to deal with any of that. Any of the head,
the head games, but you also know the trends. You also know that the average trends, even with women that you really dig or a woman you really dig, there's going to be a point where it's like, wow, you've got this extra room here, and you've got this big bed. I sleep here once or twice a week anyway. So why don't you just let me move into your house? I've got I just have my cat. That's all you need is, and my dog and my parrot. Why don't you let me? We could save so much money, and don't you love me? We can move in. And I can wake up every morning, and I can take you to work.
More of that bullshit.
And you're like, and as a crotchety older dude, we're like, I like being able to wake up anytime I want to alone.
Yeah,
I like being able to wake up on a Saturday morning and go, yes, it would be convenient sometimes to have you around.
Right.
But also, I like to be alone sometimes. I think that's one thing that you're getting more and more
used to. I love it.
Used to.
Fucking love it, man. I'm like, matter of fact, when I hear about people that live with people, I'm like, I'm sorry, man. They talk about roommates or family.
Dude, always. And it's always bullshit. Yep. It's always bullshit.
And I'm like, shit, I just go home and chill. Like home is really home for me, So yeah, it's
and I think some people need that. I think some people need to live with people, and I think some people also don't want to admit that.
Oh yeah,
like there's certain people.
we know who we're talking about.
Where it's like, oh man, no, you keep going back and you keep living with people, and you don't want to be fully responsible for yourself, or maybe that's a mean way of looking at it, or maybe you just like. And I don't think there's anything wrong with
opportunities. They've had opportunities to live alone. They didn't like them.
Well, they could do it right now. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like, no, you don't like it. You rather have people around for some fucking reason. I'm not sure why.
No, that's because people are, that's the difference in beauty of people. Remember, we're not supposed to judge.
We're not supposed to judge. You're right. Right. Okay. All right.
But
it wouldn't be my first choice. Let's put it that way. I'll just say that.
No. And I think in a lot of cases, it is a fact that people can't be alone because they don't want to be with themselves. They can't look at them, be comfortable with themselves.
That's crazy.
But the opposite is people that don't want to take that risk and deal with living with somebody else,
yeah. Okay.
There's some people that's like, I'll be alone. I don't need anybody else. It's like, yeah, you do. You need some people.
Right. Well,
so
okay. Like I've had roommates, man. So I've had the roommate experience, as it were. Yep. So did you, And
also your life and my life in a lot of ways is balanced out. I think I need a little bit more interaction with, and I'm trying to work on that a little bit because some days I don't do, but every fucking day you're interacting with somebody through your career,
through my work or the bar or whatever,
Yeah, but every day, every single day, even on a slow day, on like a slow random fucking Thursday, you're still dealing with people throughout the day, or at least dealing with you're outside, you're dealing with other people in some way.
Oh, absolutely.
So you can come home and be like, some people, so you can come home and be like, I'm so glad to be alone. But are you do you get that now more than you used to? Like where you just like, I can't wait to get home and just be alone.
Fuck yeah. Oh, all the time, man. Also, what I get is I get the thing you used to do when you'd come like on a Friday when you were done with work for the weekend. How you'd come in the house and you'd be like, yeah, it's Friday. And of course, and I wasn't working. So I was like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I was kind of bitter because I wasn't working. But
you was hating.
I was
a hating motherfucker.
I was a hater. I was a hater. But now I get it, man. I come home and I'm just like, yeah, it's Friday. Fuck yeah. I don't have to go back to that place for 2 more days. Actually, you know what, man? I'm taking tomorrow off too. Because
I wouldn't. Don't blame you. There's no point in working. And I think everybody should have that day, but nope.
No, it's a work day technically. Well, it was funny because I was talking to my boss and she was like, yeah, I'm off Friday. She's like, are you off Friday? I'm like, no, but I'm toying with it. She's like, well, why don't you just check on your assistant's hours and see if she can maybe squeeze some hours in? So this, because at first I said, I don't want to screw her out of hours. And she was like, well, try to see if she can get her to work extra hours like today and tomorrow. And I'm like, oh yeah, good point. So yeah, that's why I wound up taking tomorrow off. So I got a 4-day weekend, motherfucker.
that's one of the things that's happening in America too, man. That's causing, and this is a great thing in its way, but it's also causing us a lot of craziness. Is that no one gives a shit about their jobs anymore. Like it used to be, like even if you worked at fucking McDonald's or you worked wherever, it's like, well, I'm working, so I'm doing my shit, you know.
Right.
And in a lot of ways, it's great, but with you doing that, you're still in that mindset. And in my opinion, that I don't want to say brainwashed, but in some ways, like I gotta work. It's a Friday,
well, I feel guilty if if I'm not really sick, and I'm just like, I didn't sleep well last night, I'm gonna call in sick. I feel fucking guilty all day, man. I'm just like, oh God, like I feel like a piece of shit, and I shouldn't feel that way,
No,
but,
you got the days. They give you the days for that reason. But even with the days, you feel guilty. That's kind of scary. You should be looking at yourself going, "How the fuck do I feel this way? It's so irrational."
Yeah. It just
doesn't make any goddamn sense that I've got the days. I have the time. I have fucking 14 weeks of fucking sick leave or whatever the fuck you have.
Well, you know what it was? It's part of that is, you're growing up. The way that you're that you're taught, like school, it was called playing hooky if you didn't show, and it's looked down upon. You're ditching, you're playing hooky.
They've trained us well, man. They've brainwashed us well.
Yep, make you a good little machine to just be up there working.
And that's part of the reason. That's why part of the reason they had those schools, because you're during the day you're doing your school and you have to do your shit. So they train you early to do that every day for 8 hours a day or 6 hours a day.
Oh yeah. Then they give you homework. Like you better be thinking about school out of school, motherfucker.
Yep. And work does that too now. Work does that a lot now too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You got sending home projects or other things that you got to do. Well, like teachers, I know my stepmom, when she was a teacher, had to grade papers. My dad used to go nuts. Like you're sitting on the beach grading fucking papers. So,
Yep. And it's like I said, it's all because that's what that's what we're told we have to be busy all the time.
Yeah.
Got to be doing something productive. God, what does that mean? But you know what it always is, though? It's always productive for them.
Like, well, what are you doing for me?
Yeah, productive for your job, productive, but not productive for you. Like I could sit here all day and work on a song, just sit. And I'm not even talking about like you doing anything on my computer.
Right.
Just sit and work on a song, like lyric wise in my head, like the new one that just dropped, Shoot It Drop.
Okay.
Actually, that dropped today.
Plug. Oh, it dropped today? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot it. The shoe dropped today.
Yeah, maybe I'll actually throw it on at the end of this one. So we'll wrap up.
Actually, since we've talked about it and it's out, why don't you? Yeah. Do that.
I'll drop it up at the end. We'll start with with Nothing Sacred like normal, and then we'll
take it out with your new track, man. You and
which is
Ranger and Cruise, right? Is that okay? So
it's about go ahead.
It's all on all platforms. If you guys hear the song and you like it,
yep.
Ranger and Cruise, Shoot a Drop is the song. So
yeah, we'll talk. I mean, I'm still rolling I got a little bit more to talk about.
Oh sure, let's let it roll.
So because going with this, like you said, like what I was saying was like, even I could be doing that. Is that productive?
Well, it is. Yes,
because I'm producing my own. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm producing a new song. But would most of people think it's productive?
Of course not. You're working on a stupid song all day.
Yeah, why aren't you? You should get a job and go do fucking answer calls for a major company so they can ship shit out to people that they don't need.
Right.
Why aren't you doing that? That's productive, man. That's producing, man. You're producing for somebody else. But what if I'm sitting here writing songs? What if I'm working on my improv show or my improv group? What if I'm just sitting here thinking about like problems in my own life and working through them in my mind? That's productive.
You're working on you, though. That's not productive.
No, you're working on you and doing things you want to do. Production means getting out and doing a job and getting on your computer for 8 hours a day and talking to some fucking strangers who are going to emotionally abuse you. That's what you need to do. And then you can get, you know what you can do? Once you get your job going and you're there, you can get the position above you and you can yell at the people that you used to be. You can tell them that they need to come on, do this job better. And see, then later on, you can get another promotion and work 50 hours a week and be the guy above that guy. And that's power. See, you can have power over those fuckers that you used to be. Remember when you were that petty little fucking customer service agent 3 years ago? Now you can tell them to get back to work.
And it's funny, man, that everybody has this idea of that's success. You know what I'm saying? That is what's considered success. So your idea of success should be my idea of success too, apparently.
Yep.
Crazy,
now,
man.
and that's causing issues with the country, which is with the new generation of the exact opposite, which is not good. Which is, I had an appointment at 8 o'clock this morning. I had to start working. I got there at 9. Well, I couldn't get there on time because I had an emotional moment at 7:45, and I just had to take a moment. So I got there at 9 instead of 8. What's your problem?
And I guess the employers allow this crazy shit sometimes,
Well, they don't allow it, but they're allowing it. But the kids are doing it more because they're tired of being, yeah. They guess they do. It depends on who they are. They allow it.
I don't know, man. I think it's sensitivity training, and we have to be sensitive to their needs, our employees' needs. Because I've heard of that shit going on before, where the company will sort of coddle the motherfucker a little bit. I don't know. It can go two ways, I guess.
Yeah, and that's the problem is that the pendulum swings the other way, and now people are like, don't arrive on time, because I still hate that shit. If you say you're going to be there, and like I fucked up earlier today, and I felt guilty
right.
about it.
But you apologized,
Yeah, and I had a right to feel guilty, and you had a right to feel a little bit annoyed because I said 2 o'clock, and I wasn't there. So I definitely, if I would have been like, yeah, it's 2:10. Oh man, you said 2. Oh, all right, I'll be on in a second.
Right.
But if I would have done that, you might have been like, motherfucker, not even
yeah. Then I think I would have been annoyed for real. But in this case, I was kind of relieved because, dude, I thought maybe something happened for real. Shit. Because I was thinking about that. Like, if something did happen to you, I wouldn't know. I don't think until somebody reached out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And that would take some time. Yep.
Yeah. And it's kind of like last year when my buddy died. I didn't find out until his nephew reached out and said, "You talk to my uncle?" And I'm like, "No." So,
yeah, man, that causes like you to think about everybody else in your life, and that's another thing. That's another why you should be fucking on time, and that's why I apologize, because I got wrapped up into something, and I remembered that I was doing this today, but it was like 1:20, and I started getting to something in time, dude. That's fucking time just goes, dude.
Right.
I don't even. That's another thing about getting older, dude. I don't even know where shit goes. It's like I blink and it's like midnight. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. You're just going, I just got home like an hour ago, didn't I? What? It's 9 o'clock? Huh? How'd it get to be 9 so quick?
But still, kids today might not even acknowledge that, because to apologize, once again, is to take responsibility. And then you have to feel bad about it. And you're not supposed to feel bad about anything. So if I would have said, yeah, dude, sorry, man. I just didn't I didn't think about it, man. Anyway, yeah, we'll do it right now. I'm ready to go. Give me like 5 minutes, or whatever.
See, I don't even think it's kids now. I mean, like people our age are doing shit like that too, and older, even.
Yep.
So it's not just now the kids are being brought up with that mentality, but there's people in our age group that are perpetuating that fucked up behavior too. Like, I'll get to it when I do. Don't
because no matter how hard we try, we can't escape fucking some of our society shit.
Here's a story I didn't share with you guys last show, and it happened the Friday before we did our Drunken Sacred one l'ast week. But I was supposed to have a sleep study, right? And so
that's right.
I go to the sleep study clinic. I'm there when I'm supposed to be. They tell you to be there 30 minutes early. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I get there. It's probably like 8:45 or so, because 9 o'clock was the time I was supposed to get there. Well, I don't hear any patients. I don't hear any moving around, nothing going on. Usually I can hear something. They're back there talking to a patient. All right, Mrs. Jones, we're going to hook you up here. Just got to put this on your head. We're going to do this. But I didn't hear any of that. It was pretty dead in there. The TV wasn't even on. So, and then there was a guy and a girl working behind the counter. I think the dude was trying to fuck the chick. That's what it seemed like to me. Like he was sort of flirting a little bit. So anyway, I check in, and then so she walks me back to my room. And I'm like, okay, I'll just hang here. I'll wait for them to come. So I take I strip down to my underwear, I'm getting ready for bed. And fuck, dude, I was there like 30 minutes. And I'm like, man, fuck this. This is, you just basically sucked up my night for this bullshit. So I'm kind of waiting. I'm like, I'll give him another minute, whatever. Finally, I'm like, okay, fuck this. I put my clothes back on. I start walking out. And the lady behind the desk that took me to the room, she's like, hey, you looking for the bathroom, sir? I'm like, no, I'm looking for the door out. And I said, I'm leaving. And she's like, oh, and I said, yeah, they took too long to see me, so I'm gone. So I go out and I wait, and then dude, this guy comes out. He's like, sir, I'm the head tech here. We've got 13 rooms. Here we go again. It's somebody else's fault. And I'm like, well, first of all, I don't hear anybody. And I said, second of all, I'm back there for 30 minutes, dude, and I'm ready to go to sleep. So, and he's just like, well, if you just be patient with us and come back in and we'll get to you when we can. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm gone. So, dude, I cut the hell out of there, dude. I took off.
What time was that at night?
No, like 9:30.
Yeah, like you were ready to go to, and that made you pissed off, so you wouldn't be able to sleep. Now, here's what they could have done. Very simple. Walk up to you about 5 minutes in and go, hey, dude, listen, we're very busy.
Yeah.
We'll be here. It's going to be a little bit more time.
That's all they had to do. Yep.
Get comfortable. Maybe get on your phone or something if you want to, or we'll turn on the TV here or whatever they have in there, just so you can watch something and then chill and then come back. But they didn't even do that.
No. All they did is take me back to the room. Here you are. They'll be in a minute. And I'm in there
because our medical system sucks ass, dude. It's all about one thing. What else? What is it about now? It's like every fucking thing else.
Money. It's all about money.
You're just a fucking number. They don't give a fuck about you, dude.
Yeah, well, that guy didn't give a shit either. The fact he came outside and did this whole thing of, we've got 13 rooms and you need to be patient with us. And I was just like, oh, you can fuck off, bro. So, yeah, needless to say, I cut the hell out of there. Now, I did text the doctor the next day and told him what happened. And he said, okay. He said, somebody will be in contact with you. I will look into this and there will be repercussions. That's what he said. And I'm like, oh, shit.
So like you said,
oh, I was just gonna say he knows my parents well too, so it's like he's like, oh, that made me look bad, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, all you needed to do was just go and knock on your door and say, hey, Mr. Maxwell, it's gonna be like 20 minutes. I'm sorry we're so late. We're really backed up. We'll get you situated as quickly as possible.
Yeah, all they got to do is communicate, like you said. I mean, if you want to get on your phone or you want to do this or but nobody did that. They just took me back, set me back there, and it's like, well, stay.
Well, it wasn't. And then the guy goes out there and says, we were just busy, instead of saying, oh, I'm so sorry. Did he even say, I'm very sorry?
Nope, no apology, anything. I'm the impatient. If you'd be patient with us, that's what he said, and you know how much I love that. So yeah,
you're like, I'm paying you.
Yeah, no kidding. Exactly. Thank you. I'm the paying customer.
But your health. So you're the one they got your balls in your hand. Like, oh, well, if you don't want to get your sleep problems checked out,
he did say that. Funny enough, he was like, well, you're here because you need help, don't you? And I'm like, I don't need help. I'm here just because we're guessing if I have sleep apnea or not. I don't think I do, between you and me, but anyway, it was something that they wanted to check. So we'll see. So, because I told you last time I was there, they say if you stop breathing 5 or more times, you have sleep apnea. I stopped 4, so I'm borderline, as they say. So they wanted to check it out again. So I said, well, let's give it a few months. Give me a chance to attempt to try to lose some weight.
Dude, it's so tough now. I'm eating shit too. And you just got to stop yourself. That's the only thing you can do at this point, dude.
Yeah. Well,
it's just the way it is with me. Like I'm saying, because I've gained a shit ton of weight.
I have too. I'm back at 200, man.
Yeah, I'm right around there too.
So like 202 or something like that. Last time I weighed myself.
And it's just because if you eat one thing like sugar or in your case beers, it's gonna fuck you up, man. It doesn't matter what it is. Like I eat these pretzel fucking nuggets that I'm eating right now.
It sounds good.
Yeah, they're almond butter filled pretzel nuggets.
I think in moderation though. I mean, it's okay if you want to have a few pretzel nuggets, but if you're going to eat the whole box, then that's something else, Yeah,
that's the problem, is that you eat too much, and also, don't exercise as much as you do, and you get tired more because you eat more and you're heavier. So by the end of the night, you're like, I want to fucking work out.
Yeah. Well, I did.
Yeah,
I've been working out. Actually worked out this morning. So I was like, yeah, man, I'm going to, I was up, I was feeling good. So I'm like, let's do this. Let's get this workout in. I didn't work out yesterday. I went from work to the bar, but but yeah, no, when I can get it in, I will get it in, man, for sure.
Yeah,
I don't, because I still like my workout. I do love my workout.
Well, morning workouts, yeah, I love it too. I just kind of been laxing on as much as I was doing before.
Oh yeah, I'm not as religious as I was back like
You
say
gotta be. That's the problem. You have to be at our age. You just gotta be fucking just every fucking day.
every day working out, huh? Damn.
Every day working out, even if you feel sore the next day, just fucking do it. You won't get you'll get back in that habit.
Yeah. Well,
But
usually
even you say, yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead.
even you're like every day working out. Damn, not
Yeah,
every day.
well,
You can skip a day on like a week or so, and you probably want to skip one day in the week just to give your body a rest. But
I'll tell you,
like Fridays would be your day probably.
yeah. Well, I skipped 2 days this week so far. I was going to work out Tuesday night, but the problem was, the night before I slept like shit, dude, and so I was dead ass tired Tuesday. You know, when I came home, I was like, fuck this. I don't feel like working out. I'm just going to watch TV for a little bit and go to bed early, and that's going to be it. You know, so.
And you've been sleeping like shit lately a lot more, right?
Not really. I mean, this is the first bad sleep I've gotten in like a while. Because last time I slept,
I would assume it's Monday nights are always the nights you sleep badly because you're coming off the weekend bender. You know,
that's what it is. It was a Monday night, exactly
you're
what
like,
it was. Yep. I'm laying there sweating and then going, ah, shit, man, I can't get to sleep. I'm trying, you know, and then like your thoughts are waking you up. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking something like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
So
that's yeah, I don't miss that shit.
So
I've been sleeping. I don't know. I think my weight's contributing to some bad sleep too. I think anything over 200 for our size. We have very kind of similar sizes in terms of our frame, you know. We're pretty similar in terms of our frame and how we and that weight around your stomach when you're in your clothes that were loose or tighter, and then you ever get the gas from your toes being too tight? You're like, where you feel kind of like bloated and shit in your clothes.
Oh, the grilled stuffed burrito feeling that I call it?
Yeah.
I get that sometimes. Yeah, especially when I corp up. If I have to tuck in my shirt, I'm like, oh, damn, I feel like the grilled stuffed burrito here.
Yeah, and you're just like, it just feels awful, like right around your midsection. It's almost like you want to shit and fart and shit at the same and burp at the same time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You're just a fat fucker, you know. But hey, man, I guess we do what we can. I've been going to the pool a lot too, man. You know, so we got our pool now, so that's fun.
That's good.
Plus,
how late can you go in there now?
So 10 o'clock? Pools, let's see. On weekends it's open until 10. On weekdays it's open until 9. So
that's bullshit, man. That should be like midnight on the weekends.
Yeah. I guess they have to close it. You remember when they didn't close it back in the day? When we were apartments, I don't believe they ever closed it. So
and that was awesome. We'd be out there like midnight and shit.
Yeah, remember?
But then again, it probably pissed off all the neighbors, of course. But
I don't think we were that noisy though, dude. You know, you and I aren't that noisy.
No.
So you know, it's not like we're going, hey, dude, fucking, you know,
pouring 40s on the roaches that were everywhere.
That's right.
There's still roaches everywhere, probably, right?
There probably are. I don't know. I haven't really I haven't had any issues with them, but you know, there's some kids that are out there. They love playing Marco Polo with me, which is kind of funny. I'm like, you guys do understand this is a blind game, right? Like, I'm gonna find your ass. But see, they'll do shit like as I get closer, I know I'm getting closer to them, and like they might go under the water. You know what I'm saying? Like try to avoid me. Or like one kid, he kept getting out of the pool. And I was like, hey, man, you can't get out of the pool when I'm coming up on you like that. You get disqualified for that shit. So anyway, but yeah, these there's like 3 of them that seem to be out there a lot at night. You know, they like playing.
That's cool. At least you get to go out there for an hour or so a night.
Yeah, it's fun.
I wish I could. I miss that. I miss swimming.
Oh yeah. Like during the, you know, after my workout, usually what I'll do is instead of taking a shower, I'll put on my swim trunks and go to the pool.
Especially Vegas. Vegas swimming at night, man. There's nothing like Vegas at night, man. 90 degrees out. It's hot as hell, but it's not. The sun isn't out, so it just feels great.
Fuck yeah. Or even if it's windy, you know, that wind's a little cold while you're in the water, but then you get out and it dries you off real quick, and it's a warm wind, and you're just like, oh shit. So you don't go back in the air conditioned house freezing your ass off.
Yep, and you feel great, obviously, after swimming.
Oh hell yeah. Yep.
Psychologically, man, it's interesting. Showers do that too in a way. Like if you ever get nervous,
take a shower.
If you ever take a shower, a lot of times it'll mellow you out. And like, can you get out? Because you know you get out, and you'll be all that, have that like, I feel clean. You know,
I like taking showers when I'm sick. For some reason, they make me feel better too. Like you know, even if I have like just a stomach flu or something, I'm like, oh, that felt good. Jesus. You know, so yeah, there is something
about water. about water psychologically that just calms you down, or even a shower, even a hot shower or whatever. That's what I'd probably do this afternoon, take a shower.
Yeah, there you go, man.
It's fucking nasty. It's the problem with the fucking weather here is it doesn't seem like much humidity.
But you do have humidity, so.
Yeah, but it's like, oh wait, that can't be 78 degrees.
That's what it is. What were you looking at your thermostat?
No, it's 86 degrees with 31% humidity, which that doesn't sound like much.
But for a desert rat, you're a desert rat, man. You were born out here in Vegas. So any more humidity to us is like, oh God.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what the weather now is. Yeah, humidity in Vegas is 4%.
Oh, really? That's low, actually.
That's what I'm saying. So it's 100 and fucking hot as hell out there, but it's 4% here. It's 31% humidity, and it's 92 right now.
Damn. Yeah, you guys are cooking, man. You guys are frying. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, shit, dude. That's all I got. I don't know if you got anything else.
No, just like I said, America's. I think with our political candidates, and she got just everything else going on. I think everyone sees now that Biden is jacked. That it's going to be an interesting next 6 months, dude.
I can't believe that people couldn't see that prior to.
They don't want to listen. They don't want to believe. Remember, emotion over thought. It's the same reason why certain people aren't talking to me right now. It's because they get something in their head and they can confabulate and they live by the fantasy because it feels right. It feels like he's this way. It feels like he hates me, even though there's never been any indication like that at all. It feels like Biden, Biden at least is better than Trump. I'd vote for a corpse rather than Trump. My emotions tell me, instead of being logical, going, dude.
Yeah, no, emotions are definitely taking the front seat now for sure. Whereas rationality takes a back seat. Like, okay, like everything you're taught, is wrong now is all of a sudden right, and everything that's right is now wrong.
Yeah,
it's like what's the contradictory shit?
Living in interesting times, man.
Yes, we do. Times. And that's why the reason America is doomed, bitches.
This is the 4th of July edition of the AIDS Attrition. Haven't done that in a while.
Oh yeah,
the Independence Day edition, AIDS Attrition of the Nothing Sacred show. I am Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there,
bitches. See ya.
Hello there, humanity. The debt you owe demand to be repaid. Past the point of no return, yet you refuse to learn from your mistakes. Self-created cataclysms, fueled by bad decisions you have made. So hard, so much more than your house of cards can take. You better brace yourself for what's coming soon. Do you save yourself or seal your doom as you face yourself? The whole world has come breakneck pace while scrambling to make up ways to cope. Your societies decay inside while selfishness and hate and pride are